And we're live! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Save or Dice. Thanks for joining us back on Court of Wyrms. My name is Cody with Taking 20. Oh no, we have extra audio. Unnecessary. I'm a professional. So with us we have we have Jacob BUDZ playing Flinrin with XP to level 3. We have Jordan the PH is silent with Jorphdan playing Sahim the Gnome Wizard. Fienna, not Amelia, is played by the lovely Tia Zimmer, aka LauraLania, and she is traveling out and about, so she is with us here tonight, audio only. And of course, we have the one and only Whiskered Warlord, Mr. David FRIANT with Nerdarchy. David, it's all you, buddy.
All right, I'll be reading the sponsors because without them, we could not put these games together for you guys. So we want to thank our virtual tabletop of choice, Fantasy Grounds, which you're seeing us play on. You'll see some maps, maybe even tonight, and they are all done in Dungeon Painter Studio. Super easy to use. Both of those things, I even use them, and I am a tech idiot. Also, we have NORSE FOUNDRY. We have a special link in the description for you to get a 10% off. They got all kinds of awesome dice and coins. And right now they have a Kickstarter going on with alongside Creature Curators for, they got these Atmars cartography. They're actually really cool. Basically, you can lay them out face down and have a dungeon that you just flip over as your players go to the different rooms. And they have adventures for all their decks of cards. And they have on their website, you can download like PDFs for Fate and 5e. So yeah, pre-made adventures. Go check out that Kickstarter. It's already like double funded. So it's pretty cool. I think you guys will like it. That's our sponsors. Support us by supporting the sponsors.
Definitely. I liked. Brian showed me those when we were at Gen Con. They were pretty sick. I think they have like an ice one and a lava one or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I got right here. They're doing some more. There's a total of 5. I've got Break Through the Icy Divide, and as I dump it, Enter the Fiery Pits.
Enter the Fiery Pits.
That's pretty cool. Awesome.
Sweet. So guys, go check out the Kickstarter link. That is down in the description below. Go show some love to the sponsors. Seriously, we would appreciate it. You know, wink, wink. All right.
I said something about maps, right? So I will, let's see, pop up the map from last week.
Oh, we got a map coming. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same one from last week. You guys are kind of...
All I remember from last week is that I was pissed because we ended after the, like, it was such a ridiculous cliffhanger of like getting called in to do the trials or something like that.
Yeah. So a little recap. You guys were brought before the Court of Wyrms. In order to, basically the Empress needed to present the lot of you as outsiders to the Vow, to the other emperors of the Vow, the other rulers. They rule city-states of more dragonborn and kobolds and other scaly folk. And basically what she said is, your appearance within the Vow is not going to go unnoticed. So it was just better to kind of get it over with and present the lot of you to them. The Keeper has been very agnostic towards the group. The Oathmaker seems very kind of in the middle of the road, and the Empress, Briella, has kind of had your back in this thus far. But, with the two extremes of, hey, you guys are here probably for a reason, and hey, you guys are probably here for a reason and you should be killed for it, the Oathmaker came up with the solution of allowing the group to take the trials of Draconis in order to prove your worth. And we end it with him pointing his staff at you, and then there was a flash of light. The 4 of you now find yourselves plummeting through the sky. It's basically open sky. You see floating like islands of earth and earth motes, and some of them have vines hanging off of them. You see flying creatures around you. Sometimes it's just a flock of birds. What you would kind of expect. Other times you see enormous creatures. Some of them cloaked in shadow. Others covered in scales. And right now the wind is rushing through your hair. What are you guys doing?
I'm screaming. I'm just like, ah! are we falling or flying?
Oh no, you are falling.
Falling. Okay.
Actually, right now, I would say you are tumbling head over heels, which you're going to get very dizzy very quick if you don't right yourself. So how about we start off with some acrobatics checks?
I've got a quick idea. So like we're falling like far. I'm assuming pretty far.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to grab Flinrin because he's the lightest. Okay. And I'm going to look over, I'm going to scream at Sahim, try to grab her! As I kind of like point over to where Fiona is. And then I'm going to kick on my boots of flying. I mean, Flinrin's a halfling, right? So like 50 pounds maybe?
Yeah, he's probably light.
Is like, okay, so yeah, I want to try to grab him and then and try to stabilize with my boots of flying. That's what Lucky will try to do.
All right.
I am going to
let me help. I'm gonna grab okay, I'm forgetting people's names and there's a giant map in the way. I'm gonna grab Amelia and Lucky, and I'm gonna cast Fly at a level 5 spell slot, so that's me and 2 other people.
Beautiful.
No, you were already flying, Flinrin or Lucky, right? So I'm gonna grab Flinrin and Amelia and cast Fly on the 3 of us.
Nice.
Awesome.
Amelia would have not been panicking this entire time as they were falling. She would have had like one leg crossed over the other, hands behind her back, and just kind of almost like she was lounging on a couch, but falling down.
Bunny style.
She very much feels like this is all a ruse, and even if we were to splat and hit the ground, she is convinced.
Oh no.
And Tia transformed into a robot.
Tia just did the straight up Transformers.
Robots in disguise.
And of course that comes in crystal clear.
Absolutely.
Oh, damn it. Opportunities wasted.
Thunder is trying to like bat his arms to fly.
Well, you both feel the spell catch you, and now you're flying over your own volition. And at that moment, two birds kind of materialize to either side of the group. They kind of like glide in from the sides, and as they get closer, you realize they're not birds; they're people with wings.
Arakoans?
Like humanoids or people?
Yeah, like humanoids feathered. They kind of look like humanoid hawks.
Is it like Eric Hakra?
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
They look exactly like that.
I look up at the. Am I just being? I don't have fly. I'm just being held by Lucky, right?
No, he casted at level 5. That's enough to hit all of us.
Yeah.
So you're able to just fly and zip around now.
So Dave, it's a very important question. Are they just like gliding in towards us, or are they like gliding in towards us holding like spears? Because that matters.
They're wearing normal clothing. They're not wearing. They're not armored or armed. Like you might see like a dagger on them. They've got pouches, and they each have. One of them has a wand, and one of them has a staff.
If we wave at them, do they wave back or acknowledge us?
Yeah.
Well, they're flying. They've got their wings.
Yeah, they do. They've
Hard
kind
to
of been
wave
like
when
just
closing in from
posted
either
up,
side.
chilling. She's just like, yeah, what's up? I got you.
Feeling it.
And
I look at them and I say, hello.
Rock, how you doing?
Oh, just taking a flight.
Poorly. We are doing poorly.
I see that.
So, how's it going?
This is my brother Brock.
His name is Brock.
They're both named Brock.
No, my name is Brock. His name is Brock.
Right. That. So, Brock and Brock. Where are we?
You appear to be in the trials.
Are you not also part of these trials?
Can we pay you to win these trials?
What did they say?
We have a very important job.
That Job is not to stab us or rob us, is it?
It's likely that there are game masters, and they must oversee this entire event. Is there any way that we could bribe you, perhaps? A bit of gold to make this go a bit easier for us? Perhaps something else?
That sounds like cheating.
Shinies. We do like shinies.
I fucking give him my bag of gold. Half of my gold. Half my gold.
All right.
Oh yeah, like, oh yeah, we'll chip in if that's if like we'll wait to see the reaction, and if they have any like they're not happy with the amount that Fianna has given them, then yeah, we'll chip in as well.
How much gold is in your bag?
That is an excellent question.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
I have 1,000 gold. Easily.
457.
Close. Close. Okay. I will give them exactly half.
Okay. So give me a we have
It's
to
a 17. No. I have no dice and no character sheets. I am the most dedicated person in D&D. Come at me.
Are you even inside the United States right now?
I'm in a car driving by Washington, D.C. I think the Pentagon's coming up on my left, as a matter of fact.
So question: do you want me to roll a die 20 for you, or one of your party members?
Oh, I'm gonna let you do that because I don't trust any of them.
All right, let me just drop it in the box.
I say that with love, so much
idea.
love.
Good idea.
All right, so that is an 11 on the check.
Yes.
And they're kind of looking at the amount. Cheap.
I look over to my companions and kind of like give one of those like hand motions, like, "Come on, guys, this is an easy way out."
I pipe up and I say, "But if you bury the gold, it'll sprout a tree that rains down more gold." And I cast minor illusion to make it glow.
Oh, I love you, dude. That is so smart.
That is awesome. Give me a deception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight that.
I don't know why I choose to do things I'm not good at. 13.
That's not bad.
Dang it.
It's better than average.
That is better than average.
I give
You know what? Actually, though, you did use a spell with it, so I will allow you advantage, and you can take inspiration for the idea.
Okay.
Trick me.
Let me roll deception one more time.
13 it is.
And you know what? I will use my inspiration to roll that again. Because I really want this to work. Oh, damn it. It just kept getting low.
All right. So Rock looks over at Brock. What do you think, brother? And the brother, guys, why don't you drop initiative? Let's go there.
They have an important job. We paid them, and now we're rolling initiative. I'm gonna kill the fuck out of these birds. I swear to God, where is it on the front of the sheet? I knew it was right here. There we go. Beautiful.
I forgot I should just have the thing roll for you, but you guys rolled really well. And let's see, Tia.
7.
Killing it.
But she's got mods, I'm sure.
Yeah, she does have mods. So that's a 10. That is absolutely a 10. All right. And these guys will go at a 19. All right, 23, killing it. Lucky, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hold action, and I'm still. Lucky is still immediately like, these are trials. They said the word trial at least 6 times. I don't trust anything that I see here. I'm going to hold action with my trigger being to pull out my weapon and stab the shit out of anything that tries to do the same to me first.
So if something tries to attack you or stab you, you will stab it.
I'm going to try to stab it first. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I assume our descent has slowed, yes? Since we're all flying now?
You guys are flying now. You guys can go wherever you want, kind of.
Okay. Are we like... maybe I didn't...
ground?
Yeah, maybe I didn't understand. I thought we were kind of like falling through like blackness.
No, through a sky.
Oh, sky.
There's floating earth moats with vines hanging off of them. You know, far, far below you, there's an ocean and a landmass. You know, you can kind of see the line.
Okay.
But as a veteran sailor, you know, hitting any water this high up is going to be fatal.
Like concrete.
That's what my sailor knowledge tells me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that will be my trigger, Dave. If something tries to stab me, I want to stab it first.
Perfect.
Your sailor feature gives you the ability to know water hurts.
From high up.
From high up.
Saheem, what does Saheem want to do?
Saheem wants to cast mage armor on himself.
No reason other than the fact that the DM called for initiative.
Bing!
So that's what he does.
All right, perfect. So Brock kind of like pushes away from you guys in the air, he flies away, and he casts a spell at the flyers, the ones that have the fly spell on them.
All four of us?
Please do not say that's a
Dispel man.
counter spell or. Fuck.
Oh no.
My many years in the ocean has told me that is going to hurt a lot when you fall to the ground, into the water.
Oh no, I never knew that. I thought water would just sink you right up.
Twist your legs. Twist your legs.
Who knew?
Trust
Man,
me.
if you can.
You know what is fast? Your butthole closing after you take a shit. You know what's faster? All that water that's going to get up there when you fall 300 feet.
Oh wait, never mind.
That is sailor joke.
So you feel, especially I want to say Saheem, because you cast the spell. You feel the threads of your spell being kind of pulled at, and some like someone's trying to unravel it.
Nah.
But your spell is just too strong.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's my boy.
Like trying to pull the blanket off, and I'm just like, no. We are flying for the next 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. How would we say that in like Forgotten Realms terms?
What?
It's a Mary joke.
Oh, okay.
So, no, isn't your channel all about Forgotten Realms?
No, it totally is. Yeah, but fly, come on.
Did I get that wrong? Yes. So the one tries to dispel it, it does not work, and the other one is just kind of like looking on. Well, brother, that didn't work very well. I don't know if we're gonna get paid now.
Paid by us, or you're being paid by somebody else? I shout out, not during my turn.
So since this guy tried to, I know my ready action was to like being attacked. But since this, I don't even know if Lucky would recognize this. Maybe not. I apologize. I don't think Lucky would probably even recognize the fact that the spell magic was being cast. So ignore me. That's the bottom line. Ignore me. I kind of was like, oh, we're being attacked. Oh wait, my character probably wouldn't know that yet. So
yeah, do we feel like they're casting spells on us or no?
I think Saheem would feel it, but maybe not the rest of you, just because you're under the effect of his spell.
Okay.
He's definitely aware that something happened. It is Flinrin's turn.
I look up to everybody and I just say, or what are we doing?
We are
I have an
waiting.
idea.
Well,
we're in combat, so I can't really respond to that. I have 6 seconds. So I can begin a sentence, but that's about it.
Hang on,
question. You said that we're falling through the sky. Down at the bottom, what is there? Is it water or is it, you said?
There's water and land, but you're like hundreds, if not thousands of feet in the air. At a certain point, I don't think you can tell, right? It's like just up. But you're not falling now because you're flying under the power of the spell.
Let me know when it's my turn, because I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna.
Are you guys floating? Are you guys moving?
Yeah.
I cannot tell you because it's not my turn and the spell was just cast, so you have no idea.
I'm kind of just floating there right next to Lucky, I believe. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't I don't know what they're doing. And I don't have anything that's going to be like a, I'm just going to look at everybody and be like, should we just go?
I believe we should just go.
All right.
We should find land, whether floating or on the ground, something safe. I don't like being up in the air like this.
So it is your turn, Tia.
All right. So I believe that fly gives you a 60 feet movement rate, right?
Correct.
I'm going straight down. I'm trying to find whatever the bottom is, because if they, when they cast that counter spell, because I'm not the spellcaster, would I be able to feel the threads of magic being pulled at, like you explained before?
No, I don't think so. And you can actually, if you go down and you just want to like power dive, I would say you can go down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am swan diving all the way down and leaving all this shit behind me. Like my entire move is an action and a dash action.
Oh god.
Peace.
You're gonna hit the water so hard when they dispel this spell.
Well, that's the thing, is I'd rather get closer to the water when they dispel it than be higher. So like if I could roll an Arcana to know that they're casting a disenchantment or something like that, but my basic instinct is this is a trial, we're falling. They obviously don't want us to get to the bottom, so maybe if I go to the bottom first, then I'm the hero.
Maybe
it's a race to get to the bottom. Like, let's try.
You're about to win, I think. One way or another.
Yeah, that's my entire turn. Yeah, I'm winning. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm winning.
Nice. So I did roll Arcana for you, and you did not discern the spell. You discerned they did something.
Okay, so I don't know. My plan, regardless, was to do a barrel roll.
Yeah, you're an arcane trickster, so you do have some knowledge, I would say, for sure.
They're doing something, and I can probably put 2 and 2 together. Maybe.
So Sienna is now about 200 feet below you guys.
Yes.
Whoosh! Back to the top of the order. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm still. Actually, you know what? I want to do something. I want to use panache. Right. So panache basically is like if they're hostile, and I don't think my character. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to insult them. Like I'm thinking about just I'm going to charm them so that they can't make any attacks against anybody else. They're going to have disadvantage. That's what I want to do. And instead of being charming with it, I'm going to kind of insult them a little bit. All it says they must be able to hear me and that we must share a language. Since they've been talking with us, I'm assuming both of those things work.
Okay. Yes.
So it is a contested. It is a persuasion check contested by the creature's insight check. So persuasion will be like here, the massive plus
you
one.
Plus 1 to this.
Oh, damn. Okay. You're incredibly ugly to be this far up. I'm just saying, I didn't know if you know that. It kind of surprised me with how... do you know what a pug is? It's a small, ugly dog, and your beak kind of looks like that. It's got... Your nostrils are incredibly large for it, and I'm just going to kind of just be talking to this thing.
Now,
pug lovers everywhere.
Lucky is a tiefling, and what is his tiefling features like?
He's not the most attractive or the most the ugliest dude. He's just like a dude, and then his horns aren't terribly over protruding. They're just kind of pulled back a little bit, and he does sort of have a reddish tint to his skin. So if you can handle the fact that he is has a different skin tone than most people, outside of that I would say his looks are relatively average.
Okay. Rock, the red guy's talking about how people look. Look at those horns. I've seen better horns on a horned barn owl. Rock.
That is incredibly offensive. And I'm going to kind of just touch them a little bit. But I'm still like eyes locked on these guys so that they're focused on me.
Okay, so you're not doing anything with a move or just using the panache?
No, I assume we're all still kind of flying down, so I still want to be descending. I'm not just. I don't want to just stay there.
Use your move, whatever your move is, to descend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dive bomb like Fiona, but I would like to continue the descent with the rest of everyone else here. That's my turn.
That is your turn. Yeah. That is Sahim. What are you doing?
Geez, I want to do so much. I think I know they mean me harm because they're trying to dispel the magic that's keeping me alive and floating. So can I line up and get into a line and
why do
cast,
anything that would be...
cast lightning bolt on them and say the word fried chicken as I do that?
You can, but you're going to hit one of your party members.
I'm going to hit one of my party members.
Either the halfling or the tiefling. You can pick which one if you want to get them both.
No,
Hit me!
Who's got a higher deck?
he has healing. He has healing spells, so let's not hit him.
That's true. But I also have a pretty damn good dex. Unless, oh, Lucky's a rogue. Freaking fire at him.
Okay.
Evasion.
Shoot him, not me. Leave me alone.
Evasion.
All right. I cast and hit these two chickens and Lucky. So it's a DC 17.
Did you really just say fried chicken, bitches?
I did.
Oh no!
Oh no, that was Lucky. That's bad. I thought it said 19.
Oof.
So close. All right. These guys are going to also not make their save though. With a
with a 10 and a 9.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Does Uncanny Dodge do anything that Evasion doesn't?
Candy Dodge lets you take half damage as a reaction.
But I think I have to. Did I see that he was attacking me?
Slightly.
I'm just going to talk quietly to test because I'm now at my hotel and have... Okay, everything's good? Good.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, you hear a... basically, there's a... So I'm going to say Lucky's aware of it, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I say like duck or something. Or we know fried chicken means.
It's an attack, man. I'm taking all this thing. I'm taking half, I guess, with evasion.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
damage.
That ain't bad.
oh yeah, they both look pretty messed up.
And then I will descend 60 feet.
Okay.
Get to some kind of land.
All right. So, this could be interesting. They will also one of them descends 30 feet and attempts to dispel. Oh, that's terrible! Attempts to dispel your spell again, and misses. And so the other one will. Oh, you know what? This might work. This might work nicely. Sahim, make a wisdom save, DC 14.
Ooh.
Wisdom save. Wah wah.
Oh,
8.
that was really bad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So the one that introduces himself as Rock suggests that you come to him.
Okay. I will on my turn? Question mark?
Yeah. On your turn, you would you don't do, nothing happens until your turn.
Okay.
So he suggests that you come over to him.
Okay.
And then Jacob, what do you want to do?
All right. So that guy just casted a spell on him that he just lightning shot at, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to pull out my viola. I'm going to begin playing a song, and I'm going to cast polymorph on the one that just did that, on the Eric Cochra, and I'm going to sing, "You'll be falling very far, and your looks are to sicken. Remember inside who you are. It's a chicken." He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, please have this chicken plummet out of the sky.
That is going
Nice
to
lyrics, sir.
Thanks.
That is a 16. Sorry.
Dang it! Beats it. Darn.
That was a
All
nice try.
That's I watch as it doesn't work, and then I just begin to fly down. And I'm going to also, with that song, inspire. What's your character's name? Sahim. So take a, I believe it's
Oh, a bardic inspiration.
a bardic inspiration. That is a D8.
A bardic date.
A bardic date. And I'm saying that you were inspired by my chicken song.
I was very inspired. I clap. My hands.
I'm
still
inspired
smoking.
IRL, to be honest.
Well, great.
So,
All right, that's my turn.
all right, Sahim, you're up. What are you doing? Oh, no, you're not. You're
Yep.
at the top of the order. Tia, you're up. And you see an arc of lightning above you. But you're so far away at this point, it's hard to make out like the details of what exactly is going on.
Worried about my companions, but doing battle in the air does not seem important right now. I think I'm going to continue diving down towards the bottom, because if I'm going to be helpful towards my friends at all, I don't think it's going to be in the air, because all I can really do is fire an arrow that might wander and hit one of them, or swing at them with my sword, which I might lose, and I don't want to lose for the trials overall. So looking up at my companions, hoping that they will eventually come to the same conclusion that I have to bolt on down to the earth, I'm going to continue moving at Goku-like speeds down to the ground.
All right, next round you will be you're at the ground. You will be at the ground. You may want
You can picture me with the Nimbus like flying out behind me, right?
for like 3 days, 3 episodes.
I'm gonna start calling Dave Roshi now. That's happening.
Sahim, it's your turn.
I fly over to either Brock or what was the other one?
Rock and rock. So
Rock
you
and
fly over the rock.
So I fly over to Rock. Am I compelled to? I'm just compelled to go over to him, right? But do I see him as a friend now, or
Let's see.
does he grab me when I get close?
Basically, you'll do like he can say a word, a sentence or two, and you're compelled to do what he asks you to.
Okay.
As you get close to him, he says to you, "Just relax and let go of her spell."
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no.
Tia's gonna
And
hit the
I-
ground in one round. No.
Big
gonna
smile,
say
completely
you can
trusty.
make a
I'm like,
saving
oh,
throw.
okay. And I snap my fingers, and everybody just starts dropping again.
Before you snap your fingers, though, I will say, because this is against your best interest, you can get a saving throw to try and resist.
Another wisdom.
Inspiration.
That's right. I have inspiration. I'm gonna need it. That's a
And
D8.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing at.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got both.
I already spent my other inspiration, so that's 14.
14 is what you needed.
Oh my god. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So I shake it off, and I'm like, no, that's ludicrous. I don't want to die. We're all gonna die. Why are you trying to do this? And I'll use my turn to just basically ask him, like, why are you trying to kill us?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Rock, a job's a job.
It's your job to kill us?
No, we just have to make you a hard time for you, so you fail the trials.
Oh. So I was
It
correct.
is rigged.
It's rigged.
Well, there's going to be more lightning if you don't stand away from us and just let us slowly get to the ground safely.
You know what? Make an intimidate check.
It's like the Mr. Rogers
You
of
got this.
intimidation.
You got this.
Well, my friend, it's not gonna be pretty if you don't let us make it down there.
I'm just saying,
There is gonna be more lightning.
you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna use your hands. Got to talk with your hands. That's how it works. Lightning.
I like that Sahim is the Mr. Rogers.
That's perfect. I mean, they're not cowed.
Yeah.
They seem more afraid of something else than you, actually.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. So with that, Lucky's up.
Yeah, Lucky is he's done with this shit. He heard kill, death, murder, and Fianna paid them money, and so yeah, he's like, no, I got no interest in this. So yeah, he's gonna move up to I don't know, one of them. You pick, Dave. Whoever's closest.
Probably Rock, the one that's in front of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up to him, grab him by the back of his stupid wings, and take my dagger and shove it into his chest a few times.
Air shake.
That's I mean, that's what I'd like to do. So let me make attack rolls. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Do I need to make them at advantage or disadvantage since I've got flying boots? Am I good?
I'm going to say it's not advantage only because it's normal for them to fly and fight in the air.
Boom. I've got a 14.
You do get a 14, and they've got an armor class of 15.
That's okay. I got another dagger thing that I can do.
That'll do it.
25.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming is enough. And then so let's throw damage. Why does that? So this is my. Actually, you know what? Minus the 3 on that because that's my offhand. That's my offhand weapon, and so this is the sneak attack damage.
So how do you do this, sir?
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's gonna fly over there, pull out the dagger, try to grab as he realizing that he's not able to actually grab onto this guy to do that. He's gonna whip out and stab with the second hand right up and into the throat.
Nice.
Just, I mean, almost methodical, like no emotion.
Yeah, like blood starts to rain down. It begins to fall in, a mass of feathers. You hear a squawk from the other side of you, and the falling birdman begins to glow and starts to like glide to the ground, but it is limp and unmoving.
I'm gonna leave the dagger in his throat, like I didn't even pull the dagger out. So whenever he fell, he took it with it.
Okay. Perfect.
I believe it is time for you to fly away.
And actually, that is exactly what Brock will do. He kind of he dives down.
I begin making chicken noises.
retrieve his brother. You're not sure, but you think, as he kind of like shoulders into him and, wraps an arm under him, you think he's trying to like pour something down his throat, but he's flying away with the limb form.
Beautiful.
And with that, Tia, give me a DC 10 Dex check to see if you can pull out.
Are you rolling her dice?
Oh, that's right.
I will absolutely. I feel terrible because I normally bring dice with me to conventions, but I told myself I was going to treat myself to a new set of dice.
And I feel like a jackass for you. Keep asking you for rolls. No, you can't roll the dice.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's all about the immersion, right? I'm definitely.
So that is a 12 on the die. That's a 15 without even looking.
Okay, you know what? You are done rolling my dice. You are awful. You are fired. Jordan, it's on you, buddy.
Oh,
there you go.
But that's a total of 21. So you only needed a DC 10 because you're under. Well, it was just a matter of timing it. So you hit the ground a little hard, but you kind of just roll with it and come up on your feet. And as you do, you guys all experience that flash of light once again. And you find yourself in that Coliseum stadium setting once more before the emperors and the empress.
As I quote unquote land and then we flash into this new place, I want to raise my arms up in the air like I was going to catch my companions, even though that's impossible. But she's just kind of like aware that she's in the room and also embarrassed and wants to do something heroic. So I just kind of like thrust my hands in the air and then realize how stupid I look and put my arms slowly back down.
We should all do superhero poses as we land slowly. Still fly.
Yeah, you guys will all look cool.
Do some kind of
I'll
Ginyu
just
Force.
land on my stomach and bounce.
We'll Ginyu Force the shit out of this, guys.
Oh, I also immediately check my gold pouch to see if I have all my money.
Oh
If
no,
that
the
was
money,
a
the
fantasy
money you,
as well.
you gave them is gone.
Lucky immediately is thinking that that was part of the trial and that he may have failed that trial by killing someone. And so he's going to be like, immediately,
Are we
as soon
all
as we land. Wait, are we all? We're all back, right? Was your
Yeah, you're all
yeah,
back.
we're all just back the second she touched. They were trying to kill us, in fairness.
And I didn't kill him. I just hurt him.
Well, that's supposed to be a chicken. And I start looking around, and then I realize I'm in here. I'm like, oh. Yep, that was a part of the plan.
Can I do an Arcana check? Was that all an illusion?
It felt really, really real.
Yeah. Okay.
So with that, Seymour kind of stands up and intones, what happens in the trials is not
Stays
for
in the trials.
yeah, pretty much. Is not for us to judge. It is between you and the trials. The trials of Draconis have been laid down for a millennia. You are here, so clearly you have passed.
That was passing then.
You have made it back.
Of course we passed. It was easy.
And none of you appear to be dead. So that
God
is
damn it! Shut up! I jab you in your ribs with my elbow. It was an incredibly trying trial, and we were very tried.
Some of us were more tried than others.
Hey, Lucky, maybe next time, or you, Sahim, maybe we not, kill the first thing that we see.
Well, and I say this very simply in hopes that you can understand. They were trying to unravel, and I do some like really long explanation about how dispel magic works.
he pulls out a chalkboard. You don't know where
Yeah.
it came from. He's writing down.
As we can see, the threads
And he
of
just
magic
ends with a
here-
bunch of stick figures on the ground.
Yeah.
The big bad evil dude with the staff. How is he looking right now? I don't have my notes in front of me, so unfortunately I can't remember his name. But
That's fine.
he was basically Lord Voldemort in real form.
Gavnar of
Gavnar.
of Zekir.
Yeah, the keeper. He looks a little perturbed and annoyed. That you
I
guys
toss
made
him a
it.
wink.
So, are you ready to proceed, or do you need time to rest?
We do not need time to rest. It is one thing I do want to mention, and I kind of lean in to these guys. Do we want to tell them that the others said that they were there to make things difficult?
I feel like, honestly,
one moment,
for
one
once,
moment.
that
Keep going.
I'm sorry, T, if you don't have it. He leans back in.
No, I actually have some of your guys' videos so I can kind of see your general reactions. I lean in further, also putting up my hand as well to indicate one moment. I feel like if this is a proper trial, that perhaps for once in my life, that honesty is the best policy. They may have magical means of detecting if we are lying. And also, if we do something stupendous, I would love to see the look on his face. I say, looking over to the malevolent one.
I have this weird feeling that it's just a part of what it is, and they set up those guys to come in, and I think we could have completed it in any number of ways.
I'm wondering if this is some type of ancient magic and they don't have control over it. And although we're in these trials, the trials are going to be specific to us, and they might not necessarily know what's going to come.
But
That's very true.
these trials are supposed to be game breaking, changing, trying. Surely they cannot all be this simple.
Perhaps for them it is quite difficult. After all, we are rather amazing, if I do say so myself. I strike a pose.
You are the best hairless ape to ever have taken part in the trial.
I think so. Are we agreed then to go forward and tell them?
Oh, yes, I'm ready if you all are.
Yes, perhaps you should take the lead. And he kind of points over to either Flinrin or Fianna. He's like kind of vague on who takes the lead.
I step forward, holding Viola in hand. And I will take the lead. Looking around, not knowing what's going on.
Can I start like clapping a beat for him? I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I start clapping a beat. He's like, oh, I didn't know it was. He starts playing like frantically. He's like, dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, guys, I left my spoons at home.
The keeper, Governor, kind of snarls. Are you trying to make a mockery of our trials? Are you trying to make a mockery of the court?
No, this is simply how all great warriors from our words tell their tale. I assure you that we had meant no ill intent whatsoever. Us hairless apes are not accustomed to your trials.
I kind of stop on like a flat note, and I just say, we're just ready to do the next trial.
Briella speaks up. It is okay, strangers. Our ways are alien and foreign to you, I'm sure. You've acquitted yourself well in the first trial. Seymour, if you're ready, let us proceed with the second. Trial of life or power.
Dilly. And
Life or power? Oh.
I
What
yell,
was the trial
"Life!"
we finished?
Cunning.
Cunning. Trial of cunning. Okay.
power. Let's do power while we still have a spell slot. Power. Let's do power.
Okay,
Power.
yeah, your spell slots have to do with power. Mine have to do with life.
So it shall be, intones Governor. And he points his staff at you, and instantly you're shrouded in darkness. Till all of a sudden there's basically a 30-foot circle of light with you four standing at the center, and kind of like equal distance from the center of this circle is these pedestals, and on each pedestal is an object. There's 3 of them in total. One has a sword floating above it. With the draconic rune like emblazoned upon the pedestal, and the rune is might. And there's another one that has a glyph kind of like floating in the air, and upon that is the draconic rune for magic. The last one, it looks like a little diorama of a treasure hoard, just a bunch of treasure piled up with objects, and you can see sparkly things like gems and jewels, and the draconic symbol upon that one is wealth.
So there's 4 glyphs.
3.
3. One of them is wealth. One of them is power. One of them's wealth. One of them's magic. What's the last one?
Might.
Might.
So I was a little confused. You kind of said the first one had a floating sword on it. Is that what did the mag? And I know there was a diorama of treasure on the third one, but what was under the magic rune?
On the magic one, there's like a glyph floating in the air.
Oh, it's okay.
Like,
I get it.
Yeah, like a magical rune.
I gotcha. And it just says the word, like it's a draconic rune for magic.
Yes.
Well, clearly magic is the most powerful.
Yes, but
Are
can
we
one not
supposed to
by
choose?
the aid
Are we
of
supposed to
magic?
choose? It's
Can one
magic.
not by the aid of magic and of might if one has enough wealth?
I try pressing a coin into the one that has wealth and the thing underneath of it.
I stop her. I grab her. I'm like, whoa, wait. You don't want to be too hasty. What if we're wrong?
Why? It worked for us quite well the last time.
Right, but
Is not a king the most powerful in all of land?
not where I come from.
Then who rules
Well,
your land? If not a king with vaults of wealth.
Typically, if we're going to talk about power, the one with the most power can be quickly acclaimed by those with might. A king is nothing to somebody who can chop off his head.
But he has many men who will defend his head with his wealth.
That's true, but any one of those mighty men of his could kill him and take his place.
But then they would not have the kingdom long. They would be overrun by more men with more might. We have saying where I come from. There is always faster swimmer.
Well, that is true.
I
flip the coin in my hand as I contemplate whether or not I'm just going to try and make a move for it anyways.
Could magic also possibly be the lead to this? It breaks all forms of our world and universe. It could possibly be the reason to usurp thrones, take armies, and everything.
Isn't the point of having power to have all three, though? One must have wealth, one must have power, one must have a kingdom. Why choose? Why not try to incorporate all three together?
Might, wealth, and magic?
Yes.
I believe that the answer must be wealth. Wealth buys power.
Can I dark vision see past this light, this circle of light?
You cannot. It's impenetrable.
Okay.
Though I do not know of what this particular trial is. I've heard horrible stories of certain places that have awful magic, and perhaps if you place a coin there, I do not wish to get crushed by several 100,000 pounds of these gold coins.
It's true.
At that point, Amelia puts the coin in her pocket. You know, that would in fact be quite the terrible way to die.
Or the spiders, also terrible.
I feel like we've already faced enough spiders in this world.
Sahim, you seem to be a smart person. What do you think the answer is?
Well, I believe Lucky was saying it, that we're going to choose our own demise, so to speak. We'll choose the wealth to destroy us, or magic to destroy us, or perhaps some kind of sword-wielding monster to destroy us. We need to pick which one do we feel better suited to destroy.
So you think it's something we have to overcome?
I think we're going to choose the form of our destruction.
Might.
I'm quite with you on the might, actually. I'd rather face a monster than be crushed under everything that I desire and thousands of pounds of coins. And, well, I do dabble in the arcane. I don't know quite
What if we pick wealth and we have to be bankers for years?
That would be awful.
You know, there is a small little creature where I come from called coin mite. And it looks like coin, but it eats all of your coin purse in about a week. It is a rather nasty business, I
I
think.
clutch my coin purse to me.
It is a
Like
lot of
clutching
nasty
your
business.
pearls, kind of grabbing the coin purse. Like, no.
We have to sweep constantly for little moving coins.
I think that where you are from, I never want to visit.
It is not so bad.
It is not so bad.
No, you just have bankers and coin-eating monsters. I choose might, I say, slapping my hands on my legs and putting my thumbs into the pockets of my pantaloons.
Let's draw swords, and I'll kind of draw my sword and follow behind. I am fine with might. Besides, we have magic, and a little bit of wealth.
How about we do the back-to-back strategy and face whatever comes our way then? Since is it a circular room, or is it just a?
It is.
We're in a light room. Is it?
The light is a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like in darkness, and we're like in a Mario Party mini game of just light.
That sounds about.
That actually sounds awesome. I want a D&D Mario Party. That'd be fucking sweet.
We should have chose the coins, but let's do the sword.
I
Sword it
draw my weapons and I prepare.
Okay.
We would like this sword, please. Hello?
Press the glyph.
All right. So
Sailors are
Isn't that the
superstitious. There's no way that I'm going to touch it. 0% chance.
I touch it then. I slap it. I give it a...
wait. So when you do that, the sword begins multiplying.
Oh shit! We should have chose the coins.
until
We could have been rich.
until you're encircled by 8 flying long swords.
Great, wonderful.
And you hear a voice kind of like in tone, almost like as if it's giving a lecture. Might and force of arm through steel are tools of mortals. We know this. While these babbles may be pretty and nice to look at and even own and control, at the end of the day, they're nothing compared to that which is known to us through the laws of Draconis, to which are true power, not these fleeting things of mortals.
Boom.
We fucking locked out
Whoa.
so hard, boys.
I was right.
No.
Sure. Okay.
What the voice just said?
It basically came down to what we were the most fucking afraid of. We're gonna come out of this looking like champions, but the real truth is that we are pussies.
We were definitely right. We did it.
The swords are actually flying towards you.
Yeah, bro, we're about
I'm
to
going
fight
to
them. It's
Misty
telling us
step behind.
that we should have chose none of these things and just walked out in the darkness. That's the trial.
That also
Essentially, what
the
the voice said: swords are tools of mortals.
Oh, never mind. We're all wrong. We suck.
I want to Misty step behind one of the swords and attempt to grab it.
Well, Sahim is up.
He's like, well, I rolled initiative for you.
I found the button.
Oh, fuck, a 6! I'm sorry. Damn it!
Sounds great. How about I cast another
darkness spell?
Well, what about a wall of fire and we put a ring of fire around them so they have to walk through the fire to come at us? Is that too annoying?
No, that's fine.
Because we're in a 30-foot square, right?
Do you really think fire's going to stop swords?
No, I don't. That's a good point. I will cast magic missile at one of these swords and hope to hurt it.
Dope.
When in doubt, missile it up.
Missile it up. Now I have a question for you, Cody. How can I cast a spell on Fantasy Grounds here at a higher level?
Honestly, I don't think I've had to do that yet. I would just cast it, and then on your actions tab, there should be like a little check mark for all your spell slots, and I would just check off whatever spell slot you used, and just do it that way.
So we're gonna cast this as a second level spell. So I'm gonna add another D4 plus 1. Okay, so 5 damage.
Nice.
So it didn't roll. It didn't roll all of them.
Yeah, it only rolled one of them.
Yeah. So.
No, it should be. It's 1d4 plus 1 at first level, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, but do you get 3 missiles?
It's
3 missiles.
Isn't it 3d4 plus 1d4 per level?
Chat is losing their minds right now.
Chat is.
It's 3d4 plus 1 each missile at level 1, and I think level 2
Fuck
adds
yeah!
another d4 plus 1.
Chat, give me a high five!
All right, so I'm rolling 4.
I'm double checking what I told you is correct.
Yeah. 4 total.
One more dart. Yeah, one more dart for each spell level slot over.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage to a
Boom.
sword.
All right. 12 damage to a single sword. All right.
Another one. And another one.
Another one.
All right. So you rock one of them.
Big shout out to Brenton Verlo. Hello, may the dice gods be with you. We appreciate the love, Brenton. Thank you much. Thank you much.
Thank you! Thank you!
I see that 420.
So one of the swords, you see fissures begin to appear in it as your missiles slam into it over and over again, and it looks like it's dinged and chipped and bent a little bit, but it's still hovering there.
Okay. And I'll back up towards the center, away from them.
And Fiona's next. What would you like to do, Tia?
I would like to Misty step behind one of the swords as long as he didn't put up you magic missile, you didn't wall of fire. I'm gonna Misty step behind one of the swords, and I would like to attempt to grab one of the swords by the hilt because it said something about the swords being tools, and I have an inclination.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so give me a grapple check.
I will, Jordan.
Oh,
buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
There you go. That's a 2. You're welcome.
Jordan, you really led me down here.
Oh, man.
I think even with my best modifier, that would be like a 4 or a 5.
Yeah. That's. Let's see. Well, what's your athletics? Just if you. All right, you are not proficient in athletics, so. Yeah, you're holding it, but it is like flopping all around. You still have an move action.
Stop it, Jordan.
It didn't. It did not respond to me grabbing it in any way, shape, or form. Does the sword sentient? Or does
that counts. It's like wiggling all over the place.
Did the swords seem sentient, or do they just seem like they're bound to do one thing?
They haven't spoken. They've just kind of menaced you guys.
Did any of the other swords turn on me once I came outside of that ring of them?
Well, they have not acted yet, so.
Okay, I am going to hold. Can you parry in D&D? I was say I'd love to hold my action and parry with one of my own swords if need be.
Can dodge, but it's an action to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also used a spell for Misty Step, so that's one action there. So all I have left is a bonus action and a move. And I think if I move, if they can attack me, it would put me in the attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to stay where I am.
Nice.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that Misty Step is a bonus action.
It is a bonus
action.
It is
Your
a bonus
action to
action?
grapple, though.
Correct. So you would not lose. Lose your attack action if you wanted one.
Yeah. Well, the grapple.
My
the
attack
grapple,
action was attempting to grapple the sword, was it not?
Yes.
Okay, well then I will stay where I am because I have no other. I'm not going to move outside of range just in case I have like 5 swords attacking me on opportunity. So I am good where I am. That is my action. But I'm paying very close attention to see if the swords are, if they're real or if they're just following like a preset spell thing.
Yeah. So Flinrin, you are up.
All right. I'm going to start playing a little jingle, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on who's got the crappiest hit points. On Fiona,
the wizard,
okay.
or you.
So I'm gonna give her Bear's Endurance. So Fiona has advantage on Constitution checks and gains 2d6 temporary hit points. So let me roll that.
Thank you.
Yep, you get 10
Nice.
temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And, put that right on your character sheet.
Wait, there's 4 of us
Oh,
and
you know
5
what?
swords,
I
or are
can-
there 4 swords?
There is 8 swords. There's 2
8 swords.
for each of you.
Hey Dave, I didn't realize I could do this. I am actually going to cast that at a higher level if I can.
Yes,
and
sure.
Give it to Lucky and Sahim. That would be at
So we pick up 10 hit points.
yes, and
Beautiful.
that's at 4th level that I'm casting that.
Cool. Are you adding those, Dave, or should I?
Yeah, you can manage those.
And that's my and I'll give a bardic inspiration to Lucky.
Awesome.
Sweet. All right. With that brings us to the swords. So so the first one is, I'm just gonna go in order. So the first one's coming at Lucky.
Dodge.
There can only be one.
Just dodge.
Sorry, I couldn't.
I
If
knew
you
that
don't
6
get
was
that
gonna-
reference, please leave the chat.
That's a crit.
Ooh.
Yes, Rich. Yes.
Hey Dave, I might do something.
Okay.
If I can do it. Let me see. Let me see what my reactions are.
I'll
has to be me. Has to be me. Never mind.
I'll take the damage, buddy. There's not much I can do about it.
Okay. Do you wish to use your reaction on that one?
Who, me?
No, Cody. You can do uncanny dodge.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Let's half that. Let's half that
Wait,
down
good
to
against
7.
you? No, boo! That's not what I'm cheering for at all.
So that's gonna bring me there, and then with the 10 hit points, I'm gonna only take 7 damage, not 73. 7, bringing me to 3 10 hit points with
Nice.
15 wounds still.
All right.
Makes
Next.
it sound like we're playing 40k with all the wounds going around.
So the next sword comes darting in at you, Cody, and misses. You easily step out of the side. Maybe the first one even knocked you out of the way.
No. The bad sword.
Sword number 3 comes sailing in towards Flinrin,
Oh no.
and that's going to hit because naked.
I got pretty low armor.
Yeah, you take a wicked gash on your forearm.
Ah!
Second one comes in.
How much damage is that? 8.
The damage was well, the second one is going to miss, but let me see. We can roll the damage on you for the first one. 7.
7. All right.
Let's see. So the gnome, 2 of them menacing you as well.
Yeah.
16.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield. My AC is now 19.
All right, so that bounces right off in front of you. The other one will also attempt and also misses due to your the magical shield. And the one in Tia's hand kind of like tries to spin around and strike at you from in your grasp. Let's see, can I do it this way?
Hey, Dave, did 2 attack me and 2 hit me?
2 attacked you, but only 1 hit.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I can't do it that way. All right, I'm gonna have to actually just roll. So a 15 to hit. That's gonna do it. So
I'm
yeah,
very
the one.
thankful for those temporary hit points right now.
Yeah. So the one in your hand.
No
actually,
shit.
You're able to kind of control it a little bit because you only take 2 points of damage as it like dings you on your forehead.
I scream at it, I am your master! This is the thought she's got going in her head. I know it's wild, but until she figures out that it won't work.
That's great. I love it. You're arguing with the sword. It does not seem to be arguing back. Matter of fact, another one comes in, cutting a deep gash into your calf for 8 points of damage.
New plan!
Blue team.
And that brings us to Lucky.
Lucky is going to pull out his water skin, and he's going to kind of begin to pour it on his head, and he begins making a symbol in the air, and he is going to chant out Amat Agat His, and I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself, and I'm going to gain me some 10 hit points because that's a thing that I would like very much to do right now. Just pick up a few more 10 hit points. And then I'm going to try to take some attacks of opportunity real quick. So can I, this is going to be the dumbest fucking plan. Can
I don't know, man. Did you just try to grab a sword and talk to it that's not sentient? I don't think I've got the crown for stupidity right now.
That's fair. I want them to start attacking me a little bit. So I'm going to try to like run past a few of them and maybe try to like wrangle them towards the dark. Actually, you know what? Here's what I want to do. I want to run past a few of them, and I'm going to step out into the darkness. Not far, just 5 feet. But I want to try to maybe get a few of them to take attacks of opportunity against me.
You're very successful with this.
Okay. No more than like 3-ish or so.
3 of them do take attacks of opportunity at you.
Oh god, he crit! The first one crit! Oh no! This is such a bad fucking plan.
This is an amazing plan, but he only takes 6 points of damage.
Cool, and that came straight off the 10 hit points.
Yeah, so...
okay, and it's going to take 5 damage back from Armor of Agathis.
Oh, yes, okay.
Armor of Agathis is awesome.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, creature takes 5 cold damage.
Okay, so it takes 5.
The sword is cold now.
And that was actually the one that got smashed up with the magic missiles, and it shatters on your armor. You take the damage, but it shatters.
Awesome.
Nice.
The second one comes at you and misses
I killed a sword with armor of Agathis.
You
That's
did
awesome.
absolutely. And the third one
That might be a first for me.
is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's just gonna do the damage. Yeah,
There's another 6. And so you were at the edge. You were at the very edge of the darkness, and you kind of like you go to step out of the light into the darkness. Give me a quick perception check, DC 15.
Okay, and then the other one's not going to take damage. Obviously, I'm out of those hit points for Agathis. I'm trying here. 1 second. Perception check is the thing I can do. Huzzah! 22.
You just barely perceive sparkles or glints of light reflecting off of something, almost like glass or something,
In the darkness?
just at the edge of the darkness. Almost like something is just briefly like moving into the light and moving back out. With that 22, I will say also you perceive a little bit of air being moved around at the edge.
Sahim, cast magic missile at the darkness.
Okay. So maybe I'm not understanding. You're saying I understand there's like glittering. Is it like on the ground like
No, in the air. So it's barely perceptible, as if something is just moving out of the darkness into the light and then back in, and whatever it is reflecting the light just a little bit, and you feel a little bit of air being moved off the edge. So do you wish to proceed?
So it's like does my character feel like it's like a sheet of glassy typey vibe?
He feels like there's something there and it's moving in the darkness.
Okay,
Is it like
you
a
keep
dust?
saying something, but I want to make sure, is the something like an object, like a something, or is like a something like a thing, like a person or a monster or an
You're
ooze?
not really sure. You've just barely seen it. You've just been whacked with a couple
You
Glass people,
know what?
Cody.
You know what, Dave? You only fucking live once. I'm going to just
What are you
tuck
doing?
I'm going to tuck the elbow. I've already armor of Agathis bust a sword in the cold damage that I've taken, and I'm just going to lower my horns against my elbow and lead with the hard part of the corner of my horn and try to, I think it's glass. That's like what Lucky feels like. It's like glass he's going to push through. And so I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to kind of just try to tuck my head in the horn and push through and break whatever glass there is here.
All right, give me a strength check. DC 15, you can use athletics.
I will use athletics then, because why not have the extra bit? The 12?
Okay, 12's not going to do it. You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage as you feel like you're a duelist, you're a knife fighter. You just feel like you've been stabbed multiple times with
Oh
knife,
my gosh.
and you're pushed back into the light.
Oh my god, it's a fucking wall of swords. Okay, I got it.
Oh, Jesus.
Ouch. Lucky is going to be like, do not try that. That was a bad idea.
I wasn't planning on it.
But in my defense, you only live once.
I want to go back to the sea right now.
If the swords are taking attacks of opportunity on him, but we're within attack of opportunity range on them, do we get an attack of opportunity because they're taking an attack of opportunity?
No, because they don't actually move. They just turn and slash.
Okay.
Okay, let's kill these fucking swords.
So Sahim, you're up.
So there is a cluster of swords, correct?
Yes, a circle of 7 now.
Well, it's a circle of 7, but they've kind of ganged up on a bunch of us, and certain people have ran through them, the gauntlet of swords, to the edge of the thing. So I'm assuming there's like 4 together.
So yeah, you could definitely get 4 of them together. Actually, Flinrin and Sahim, they're the only 2 that are actually in the center of the ring now. Both Lucky and Fiona had moved to the outside.
Could I cast I just forgot the name of the spell. Ice knife on one in the center, and then
That's
that
a
ice
dope
knife
spell.
is going to explode and do a bunch of cold damage to like 4 of them.
What is the range on it, the radius?
The radius is 5 feet.
If it's 5 feet, it will get 3 because you can hit 1 and then 2.
Okay, well, let's do that at a level 4. So let's ice knife. So I'm gonna cast.
Ice knife.
Yeah, 27.
Oh yeah, that's
I see what you
absolutely
did there.
good.
I applaud.
So the first one will take 1d10 piercing damage from the shard of ice that comes running at it. And then the other one will, and then the ice will explode, doing 5d6 damage. So is there a way for me to pick up multiple?
Yeah, right click when you pick up the die.
Oh, sweet. Here we go. 5d6 damage.
Nice.
Oh, that's 4 ones.
Dude, you got like
Really,
4
really underwhelming.
2d6.
Wow,
Well, that's my turn.
that was special.
That's amazing.
That was special. Oh my gosh.
So 3 of them are looking really bad right now. They you can see, you definitely have damaged their structural integrity for sure. And one of them is barely a sword at this point. It's taking, you've damaged it so much. So that's your action. You still have a bonus and move. What would you like to do?
Nope. I'm gonna hunker down and stay where I'm at and hope that that I
Okay.
can shield myself out of this.
All right, Fiona. I'm probably saying that wrong, ain't I? Fiona.
Fiona, whatever. At this point, she'll answer to pretty much anything. I am going to draw my sword, and I am going to, since my companions are nearby, hopefully I'm going to hit it and then use my sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Hopefully. That's the plan. What
Hopefully.
actually happens
Who do
is
you want to roll for you this time?
let's go with Cody. It's Cody's turn to roll for me, buddy. You can't fuck up any worse than Jordan. Let's go.
Okay, Brigady Brow.
He could go one
Brow!
round.
Gosh.
FYI.
I rolled a 9 plus whatever mods you have.
That's a +6, so that's a 15, and the sword parries.
Fucker!
You
I give
should have
kind of
just
like an
told
on
us.
guard as I go to attack it, and then realize it's actually fighting me back, and
Nice.
she just kind of goes, "What the fuck?" and it continues trying to do battle.
Should have just told us you brought dice and that you're rolling manually.
You know what the funny thing is? My laptop that I brought with me for this has been stuck in Windows updates the entire time we've been here. I've been hoping to switch over, and it's just not happening.
Nice. Nice.
Nobody wants me to play D&D.
Thank you,
But you're not
Microsoft.
anyway, so screw you, universe. You have a move and a bonus action.
Can I attack with my bonus action? With my sword?
If you have a second weapon, sure.
I absolutely will attack with my bonus action. I'm not going to move because I don't want to be hit with the attack of opportunity. I'm quite squishy.
All right, Cody, see if you can do better this time.
Am I gonna roll again? You're
You're
give it to
doing
me?
great,
All
Cody.
right, there we go. Bow. That's an 18. Oh my god! I swear to God, it didn't roll. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm not gonna move. All right. I rolled an 18. It didn't actually roll. So instead, you got a 15.
All right, that'll do it.
That's it. You're killing it, Cody.
So what is it? How many d6 is that, Cody?
How many d6 is what?
For a sneak
My
attack.
sneak attack?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 5 now. It's 5 at level 9.
So can you roll 6d6 for me, Cody?
66. I just said it was 5 though. I'm
Yeah, well,
confused.
the weapon does damage.
Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's a whopping 17.
That obliterates a fresh sword. You just snap it in half, and it appears when you do such, the magic just fades, and the 2 pieces hit the ground.
What did you
Well,
cast
I think
earlier,
we
Jordan, that
figured
did
it
that 5d6 damage?
Ice knife.
So you threw a magical dagger made of ice that exploded and just went, and then Fiona just went pink and just exploded it.
Yeah.
Broke it right in half.
Let's keep talking about that. That's great.
Are you mocking his magical might? Is that what you're doing here? Are we magic shaming here?
Were those D4s by the way or D6s?
Those were D6s.
Oh, Jesus.
Anybody got a healing word that you can throw at me? I'm
was-
getting a little injured over here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story about Cloud of Daggers later.
Okay.
Remind me.
My turn's coming up.
So, Flinrin, you are up.
All right.
Far less swords around you guys now.
Bonus action, healing word at 3rd level. 3d4 plus 4. Let me roll that on Fianna. So take 11 health.
Yes.
And then let's go ahead and do... is anybody else missing health?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god. Cody, jeez. And then I'm going to use my Macformid Saturn to cast Cure Wounds on Lucky, which is just a D8 because it's a magic
You
item.
cast a bonus action spell and a spell in the same turn?
It's out of the item, correct?
Yes, it's out of the item, and that's an action. It's an action
okay.
for that, and then it's a bonus. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a 1st level spell. Can I do that or no?
You can do it as long as it's from... You're not casting 2 spells. You're using,
okay.
You're activating a magic
Yeah,
item.
I pull out a
As
guitar
an
and start going,
action.
dang, 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 and I
That's my ruling anyway.
cool. I like that.
Man, that healing word
I like it too.
sure is doing really, really cool things here.
Yeah, it's super helpful. It's 9 health.
Some might even
and
call it
That's my whole
overpowered.
turn. I gotta go find what I tweeted. I gotta go find because I had a whole
Did
rebuttal.
you talk shit? Did you talk shit?
I think
Jacob?
I think I deleted it.
So you want to be a bard? And you're talking shit about healing word videos? All right,
Hey,
I'll remember
man.
that, buddy.
Hey man.
I'll remember that.
Is Flinrin going to stay put?
Yeah. I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, perfect. A sword is going to come in at Sahim, one of the ones that you damaged earlier.
Okay.
So a 10, it's going to miss. Next one is going to come in towards the center at Flinrin as well. Son of a monkey's uncle. All right, I'm waiting for the crit for Cody.
You're waiting on me to crit?
Yeah, I've hit you with a bunch of crits so far, I think.
Oh God, I thought you were just talking about another one. I was like, oh God, no.
No. Sword comes in, you easily deflect it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's like
Son.
you got their number. One of the sword that is another sword that it turns to face Vienna for 13 is going to miss.
I hiss at it.
Perfect. Let's see. Sahim, another one comes in at you. 18.
Shield.
Slides off.
I gotta get me that spell.
All right, we're gonna make them burn through those.
Yep, you are.
Flinrin, our little friend, and one comes towards you. You get your short sword up, or maybe your Saturn. I'm not sure, but you are able to parry it away. And Lucky, it is your turn.
Lucky will. I'm trying really hard. How many swords are left? Like 4, right?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I thought we'd only broken 2 of them.
I broke one on my armor. You snapped one in half and didn't.
There's 6 of them left. A couple of them are very much looking damaged.
Yeah, fuck this. Let's kill these fucking swords. All right,
3 of
step
them
up
are very
one.
damaged.
No, swords have lives and families.
Don't say that. Don't say what I know you're thinking.
My feature, my character. Oh God, his personality trait.
Let's throw a dagger because
Okay.
apparently my damage is the same if I throw it or stab it. So for flavor, let's throw a dagger. Fuck. And let's come over and rapier another one. I said rapier.
You gotta say
one.
the rolls out loud. I don't
rapier.
know what's going
a
on.
10 and a 16. For those of you keeping, does a 16 get there?
You do. I believe you have inspiration. If you wanted to use it, you could.
Does the 16 not get there? Oh, you know what? Does 16 not get there? Okay, I will use my D8. I
hits.
will wisely use my D8 for to get that up to 23. Jesus Christ! And then I'm gonna rapier. I said rapier. First one, and then I'm just so 30 damage.
So 30 damage, one attack.
I throw a
Crushes.
dagger, doesn't do anything, and I rapier the other one.
Yes, totally crushes one of them.
Cool. Let's finish this off. I definitely need to see before I go back out there. And I kind of like hold up the blood from my chest where it cut me. That's it. That's on my turn.
Okay. So who do we got? We got I have to hit the button. Son of a Saeem.
Are there 3 of them grouped together again that I could ice knife them?
Yeah, actually the same 3.
All right, then I'm gonna do that. Cast 21 to hit.
Oh, that'll do it.
So the first one will take 1d10. He'll take 9 piercing damage. And then I cast this as a 2nd level spell, so it's going to be 3d6.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
Big money, no whammies.
Hey, there we go.
10 points of damage to 3 of them.
That was almost
Nice.
better than casting it at 4th level.
Yeah.
It's funny when you type the wrong number in and it says 199.
That's a lot of damage.
So 3 of them just shattered.
Sweet.
Cool. We've only got 1 left. Or wait, 2 left.
And then I'm going to retreat away from them if possible.
Yeah, there's definitely a huge hole now because there's only 2 of them left.
Spoken like a true wizard, Jordan.
There you go. And I'm going to run away while I guess I don't have my shield up anymore. Never mind.
Throw a big spell and then turn tail.
So T, you're up. What would you like to do?
Who?
Yeah.
Deanna, it's you.
I'm going to continue swinging at possibly. Can I assess which sword I think is the most damaged?
Neither of these are damaged. All the
Okay.
damage was destroyed.
I'm going to strike out at the one that is closest to me. Who hasn't rolled for me yet?
Me.
Jacob.
You got this, Jacob. It's all you.
No pressure.
Dang
No
it.
pressure.
That's a 14.
It's
That's
an
not
8.
going to get there.
You guys.
I'm so bad at rolling.
You cannot fucking. You couldn't write
This is why I'm keeping from rolling d20s because all my spells are just either healing or saving throw. I don't want to roll anything.
So you can use your bonus action to attack with your offhand if you want.
Yep, I am absolutely going to do that.
Who do you want to roll for?
And by me, you again. No, it's going to be per turn, per person. You got this.
What am I rolling?
Just a d20.
A d20.
Dang it!
You rolled a natural 6.
I thought for a second you crit failed me, and I was going to be so sad.
No.
I can't imagine a more stressful thing than listening to people roll for your character and just
It
continuously
is so weird
failing.
because I can't see anything, and you guys are doing the
just like,
reactions, and I'm just like, what's going on? It's actually really fun, though. That and playing D&D in a car, I can add to my list of shit I've done.
There you go, man. There you go.
Excellent.
And obviously, I'm not going to move out of range of the swords because I'm very worried about the possibility of a attack of opportunities. I'm going to hold my ground, and that will be my turn.
Okay. With that, Flinrin, you are up.
All right. Lucky is not looking too good. So let's go ahead and give him a gonna cast Catnap on him. Just kidding. How much health are you missing? A lot.
I'm fine.
Let's see how much I can get away with this.
It's
Let's
all
go
good,
ahead.
bro.
I don't want to waste 5th level. I'm going to use my last 4th level slot for Healing Word.
Are you dying inside, Cody? Are you dying?
A little bit, yeah.
You're just living because of this spell, man. All right.
It doesn't even make the most sense there, but he's just like, nah, it's Cody. We're going to cast Healing Word.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. You topped me all the way back off.
Perfect. And then I'm going to pull out my long sword and going to attack one of them. Let's see how well this goes. If I can do that. Is there any of them near me?
Yeah, you can move. You
All
can
right.
easily move to one.
Slice! Hey, I got a 19. I actually freaking hit. Unless it's going to parry or something. I don't know.
Nope. That does it.
Cool. Great. 6 damage.
All right. So
Ding! I just hit one. And that'll conclude my turn.
all right. So with that, the one you just dong will just simply strike back at you.
Oh, you ding donger.
Well, you're going to take a whopping 2 points of damage, though.
Oof.
And then the next one will attack. Let's see. Lucky.
Nice.
So
They
we're
all want you
flying
to.
through the air.
Dodge.
You do easily. You just move aside.
Do not have time for this shit.
All right, Lucky, you were up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do rogue things to it.
Rogue things away.
All right, rogue
Rogue
things.
things away.
22.
Absolutely.
5 with another. So 22 for 20 damage.
Snaps it right at right at the hilt.
Right.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Falls.
Move
All
over
right.
to the other one. Right, there's one more.
Yes.
19 for 1 point of damage.
Okay. So that you chipped that one. But I think it's going to get cleaned up about now. Saheem, you're up. There is 2 swords left. Or no, 1 sword left. And it is damaged.
Cool. I cast Firebolt at it.
Right.
Please don't hit me.
Resorting to cantrips.
And that is a 1, and that's not going to do it. Although that's not a bad number considering you rolled 1.
Yeah, it's decent. So that is my turn. I guess I'll just kind of back away from the swords.
All right, Fiona.
I found a copy of my character sheet that I'm
Wow.
very pleased with right now, so I can now kind of do some stuff on my own, but I'm going to strike out with my main hand and my rapier. If Jordan, could you give me a D20? I got +6 to hit on my rapier.
D20 plus 6, inbound.
19.
19. That does it.
All right, and that's 1d8 plus 3 damage. And I can only sneak attack once per turn. Oh yeah, I can add my sneak attack damage to that as well.
10 damage.
And with the snake attack.
Yes, and if that does not completely obliterate the weapon, I will strike out.
26 damage.
Yeah, that is completely destroyed. Slams into it, shattering it.
I want to do like a Sailor Moon spinning, kind of like Sonya Blade and superhero pose at the end. But in my mind, I feel like we're going to get teleported back to the same spot, and I want to have a
You just want to look real cool.
really cool teleport us back in.
That's awesome.
So the rune, the draconic rune for might on that pedestal goes dark.
Oh no!
You've got to be fucking kidding me. There was only one of these?
I was for like a good 15 seconds before I'm like,
Okay, so what was the riddle that they had earlier? They said that the sword was not as much as some other thing that I had not listened to, mostly because swords were coming out to attack us.
well, they said that the sword was the true might of the dragons here, and that wealth nor power was the true way. I feel like having defeated this weapon, we should have succeeded.
What if we answer ourselves? Can we call out answer to the darkness?
Do the swords just keep coming? Like they just.
All right, guys, huddle up. I get everybody together. The answer is friendship. and I give you all a big hug.
I hug so
I hug so hard.
I have tears. I'm just like, this is the truth.
Dollar is
That's
nice.
what it's all about.
This is a good moment to have. Dave, is there anything heavy here, like rocks? Anything like can we pick the pillar up?
There's broken sword pieces.
Nah, man, I want something meaty that I can throw at a wall of swords.
You try the pedestal, one of the pedestals.
Is there can we tip it over and try to break it on something and then maybe throw a chunk of it out into the darkness? That's what I want to do.
Try that. Go over there and try and push it over.
I'm going to try to push it over and see if I can get it to break.
Right,
Maybe line up some swords underneath or any type of rock there and try to push one of the pedestals over.
Yeah, so when you do, you observe it. It seems to be flush with the ground, like there's no visible seam. And as you push on it, it is trying to push like a wall.
Okay, so if I pick this thing up and I throw it into the darkness, it just hits the wall and falls straight down into the lightness? It doesn't even go into the darkness?
No, you can't even lift it. It seems like it's attached to the floor. You can't find a seam. You're like, ugh.
Excuse me. Sahim, could you perhaps throw a couple of bolts of fire into the darkness, please?
Absolutely. And fire 2 bolts of
I'll double up with him and throw a couple of cantrips of Ray of Frost, right behind him. So hot, cold. Especially if it's metal.
Do I see any of those swords sitting back there?
In the darkness?
Yeah.
So when you hit it with the flame and the frost, it seems to coat something that's blade-like and kind of the light kind of illuminates it, but they look like just planes of glass that are kind of moving. You know what? Give me an Arcana check, Sahim.
Can do.
Hey, Dave, I'm going to cast light on a dagger and just slide that on the ground over there so we can see what it is.
Okay. So the light kind of hits up against that darkness, but it doesn't really extend into it very far. It does let you see some of those whirling blades. They look like they look like maybe they're made out of glass or ice, something that's clear.
So you said when the heat and the cold was hitting it, what ended up actually happening? Did it just bounce off?
The flame. Well, they just disappeared into the darkness. There's a little illumination around the edge there, where you can kind of see clearly defined what looks like blades made out of something clear. What's
above us? If we're in a circle of darkness, what do we see when we look up?
30 feet. The light extends 30 feet up, and it's like a perfect cylinder, and then it's just dark.
Okay. Do we try attacking it?
I think that is sort of what we are trying to do. Perhaps we could heave you like a bag of potatoes.
I look at all the stab wounds on your chest. It sounds like a good idea.
It is joke, my friend. It is joke.
Oh.
We would definitely not feed you to sharks for playing music on boat.
Do they do that?
No.
Oh, that's good. So, are you guys excited about spending the rest of eternity in this
I think perhaps we need to defeat all of these 3 things: the sword, the might, the magic, the gold.
Indeed, that is probably what we will have to do.
I fist bump the one that says magic.
Before.
God damn it!
You're about to be struck by a vehicle. All I got out was that. Can I just holler out as he's moving over that way?
Yeah, you can holler out.
The greatest power is, or the greatest might. This is might. The greatest might.
Power.
Is, or the greatest power is knowledge.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I just holler out into the darkness to see if anything happens.
No, nothing happens. It's silence.
The fuck you. And then
the greatest power is love, you fool.
Yeah, he's gonna tap the magic thing.
Okay, you tap the magic thing?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, it flares to life. it kind of explodes out into a sphere of light. In this, it looks like, like a little mini sunburst with
It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, it looks just like a celestial sun, kind of, with like the rays, the sun rays, is kind of like waving around it.
That's cool.
And it's got one eye and almost like a cyclops in the center and a smiley face.
I'm horrified now.
Yeah, like
Hello?
you give me saving throws.
Is this a
What kind of
beholder made
saving
out of
throw?
light? Did you make
What
a light
kind of
beholder,
saving
Dave?
What kind of saving throw?
It is a con save.
There's never charisma saves.
I know.
Dang
Real quick,
I'm sorry, it was a wisdom save. My bad.
you son
I
of
don't know
a.
if that's better or worse for you guys.
We want to give some love over here to Britain for giving us another $4.20 donation.
It's just
You guys are just as funny as my table. And then some more love coming in from Jim Sung RS. Here's a little goodwill towards better rolls for Fienna. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, so who do you want to make your saving throw for you, Fienna?
You can do it this time, Dave. You can do it.
What do we got here?
I wish there was a way for chat to do it.
That would be great. So actually, there's only one fail, and that is Flinrin. Everyone else is
So it was a wisdom save, right?
yes.
Oh, good, because that means that was a 3.
Oh. Oh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I feel pretty hard. I'm just ogling it. Oh.
We're all waiting like,
Yeah.
is he dead?
So Flinrin runs up there, slams his hand down on the pedestal. That glyph like blossoms into a sphere of white light with tendrils coming off of it from all different directions. A black eye opens in the center of it, and it's got like that swirly hypnotic thing going on, and everyone else like averts their gaze, except for Flinrin is like, and then he's like kind of just standing there drooling on himself. But with that, Fienna, what do you want to do?
I have no idea.
That's so perfect.
Can you explain that scene to me one more time again?
Okay, so there is basically a ball of what looks to be magical energy in front of Flinrin with tentacles coming off of it. It's got like a big smiley face with a dumb expression. It's got one dark eye that's kind of got like this swirling motion going on in it. And,
God damn it, it's a fucking behold. Sorry.
I was going to say, that sounds an awful lot like a fucking beholder to me, and I'm going to attempt to slash off one of its eye stalks.
Okay. Then we're like,
Cody, give me a D20. D20, please.
That's the thing I can do.
no, it's not.
I can't do it, that thing. I rolled you a natural 3.
Can you roll me another one there, buddy, for my offhand attack?
I rolled you a natural 17 after that.
That is much better, and that
Okay.
would
1d8 plus 3 damage, pretty please.
That's going to be a 6,
And I'm going to put my sneak attack damage on that. So assuming I'm close enough in our
which is going to be another 18. So for 24. 24
All right.
total.
Fiona just starts going insane. She's had about enough of this, and she just charges up to it and slashes out with one kind of a slightly off balance, and then rears back with her arm once more, stabbing as deeply into it as she can, and letting out a scream of frustration.
Yeah, the creature hisses in pain as you slash at it.
It's alive! That's all. And that'll be my action as I'm
ogling.
going to try to stay behind it, even though it has eyes everywhere.
Okay. So
That means nothing to the DM.
I guess I would be getting underneath the beholder, like that, crouching underneath it. Can it see me down there? I don't know.
let's see. So who's going to get some love? Fiona's going to get some love. Fiona's gonna get some love, and Lucky's gonna get some love. So I'm going to need Lucky. You can make me a saving throw. Strength versus strength. It's a DC 14. As one of those waggling tentacles points in your direction, and a ray of crimson energy pushes out and slams into your chest and begins pushing you back.
Okay.
This will help.
Yeah, what's going on? Sorry.
I know. I'm waiting on somebody to roll.
Cody, Lucky.
I'm rolling the what?
The Constitution save.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
I
Fucking Jacob over here. 19, buddy. 19.
You completely resist it. Without a problem.
Okay.
Now
I'm sorry. I really thought that was that Fiona. That's why I was kind of like listening to this. Like, yeah, well, she's fucked.
I was
And
very
you're like
sad
waiting
for
on
a
a roll,
moment.
and I'm just like,
but she
okay.
might be yet. So we're gonna need as a flaming ray comes shooting out one of those tentacles at her. We need a dexterity save for 14.
from her.
Yep, from somebody.
I will roll for her. I rolled
Thank you.
I rolled you a natural 6, Fiona. I'm
Nice.
sorry.
That is
Nice.
You're
okay. You are now officially you're not allowed to roll for me. For the rest of the day.
What's
You're
your
done.
dex mod? Is your dex mod +4?
My dex mod is a grand total of. Bring me up.
Your save, my
Hard to
save
do
is
for my-
+7.
My dex is +3. I am sorry.
Okay, so
7. So you're actually that's a 13.
13, not 14. I rolled you 1 under. I'm sorry.
It was close. It was close. It
You're
was
cut
really
off.
close. So you take 12 points of fire damage. As
Mm.
now that you.
Go from screaming in frustration to screaming in pure pain.
And then give me a Constitution save DC 14 for Vienna.
I'll roll it. What's your I'm just gonna roll it. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, don't say it.
It's a 9. It's a
And
9.
He rolled
Okay.
a 9.
Hits you in your chest. You're kind of glowing.
We're killing her.
Your color, and you feel everything tense up, and you cannot move. You're paralyzed.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
And then the creature, it just like spins in a circle and starts cackling.
Am I still enthralled by this thing?
Right now you are. Let me see.
Okay.
Saheem,
Hey,
your
guys.
turn.
Let it do its thing.
Fireball.
Man.
I'm gonna turn to it and look into its brain and try to find the scariest thing it could possibly think of, and I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer.
Ooh, nice.
Make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
All right. So
Everyone, hold on. Everyone, hold your breaths. Come on. Yes! They rolled
He
a
rolled a
natural
natural
one.
That is awesome.
So it's going to take some psychic damage.
Dope.
Oh no!
And it is frightened.
And I'm paralyzed, correct?
You're paralyzed, yes. So it is actually going to try and go past Fiona. She's paralyzed, so she can't take an attack of opportunity.
Nope.
He runs like right into the darkness.
Wait, it flees?
It's trying to, taking 9 points of damage.
It's scared.
It's scared.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's terrified. Good job, buddy.
Let's see.
I'm so happy that worked out.
What if the scariest thing that it could think of was going into pure darkness, and so it had to flee from you, and by fleeing from you, it ran into pure darkness?
Oh my god.
It is a creature.
Wait. Why don't we just push it towards the fucking wall of swords? Because if it hurts us, it probably hurts it too, right?
Well, yeah, it just took a bunch of damage and then slammed into it, and then bounced off. And now it's like we're kind of looking panicked, but now it turns.
We're not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with us.
Oh, by the way, so you guys kind of got a feel for what it did when you looked at it. Are you guys still looking at it?
I am. I have no choice.
I am paralyzed. I'm assuming not, since it moved past me.
If I don't have to look at it, I'm not looking at it.
All odds and evens it, man. Odds, I'm looking at it. Evens, I'm not. Odds, I'm looking at it.
Okay. So we will deal with that on your turn. Flinrin, you're up, and you can give me another saving throw to try and break free.
So wisdom?
That is, yes, it is wisdom.
Great, wonderful, awesome. That's a 8.
All right. You are still stunned.
Wonderful, great. I will continue to watch this creature.
All right. What do you need? What do you need me to save, Dave?
DC 14 wisdom.
I got a +1 there. Do I have any? No, it's fine.
You made a saving throw twice. I'm going to say Lucky kind of wants to avert his eyes. What he does is up to you though.
Now I have the feeling that I want to. Can't see it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that we don't have to avert our eyes.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna just cast darkness on it because I'm a tiefling.
Okay. So yeah. Boom.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then I'm gonna kind of move up and try to like grab Flinrin really quick from the back.
Okay. So you. All right.
You should not be looking at it, little one.
It was really.
Tia, we have no idea what just happened.
Hello, team?
Yeah, we're good. All right, you're good.
Tia is going to need to make a saving throw to try and shake off.
Jacob, I believe in you.
Am I rolling this?
You were rolling that d20, and you were going to get higher than at least 12.
All right.
I believe
Yeah.
I believe in me.
I'm so scared for rolling this.
So 17.
I look at you guys, and you can't see me.
Nice.
So so at the end of your turn, you break free of its hold on you. It tries to move out of the darkness. I will allow Lucky to make an attack of opportunity. If you wish that to be a grapple, you may.
It moved out of the darkness?
It's attempting to move out of the darkness, yes.
Can I cast something?
Well, fuck yeah, I wanna attack it then. If it's gonna come out of the darkness, instinctively,
Yeah, so
I'm gonna try to stab it.
Opportunity.
Are we in like initiative, or are we just?
Yeah, no, we're in initiative.
Okay, gotcha.
14.
Okay, so 14 and it gets a 15. So you were trying to grab it, right?
No, I was trying to stab it.
Oh, stab it. Then 14 does not stab it.
14 does not stab it.
Yeah, it just gets out of your way at the last minute.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer. And it moved out of the darkness, so we got to keep staring at it.
Nice.
Well, you can try attempt to avert your eyes. All right. So we've got Flinrin.
My turn.
Sahim. No.
Oh, okay.
I think he's picking stocks, buddy.
Great.
Yeah.
So
Wonderful,
it's
awesome.
still
great,
frightened.
Awesome.
And on its, I think it's either, is it my turn? At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 seconds.
Ooh, so he's going to take damage again? Okay.
Yeah.
If he fails another wisdom saving throw. If he doesn't fail this, then the spell ends. Or yeah, if he's successful, the spell ends.
And it's a DC 17?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's your intelligence?
9. Well, it's a +9 to my intelligence. It's 20 something.
So a sickly green beam shoots out from one of the tentacles at Sahim. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie.
It's not concentration, is it?
It is.
No.
That's a 3.
All right. What magic items do you have?
I've got. Let's look at my inventory.
Why are you asking that, Dave? Why are you asking that, huh?
I've got a magic wand and I've got a potion of turn me into gas.
Oh, so all right. So that's easy enough. So
You should totally get through the wall of darkness. Done.
all right. So all right. So it shoots, and then the energy seems to coalesce around your wand, but you don't actually know what happened.
Okay.
And then I need a saving throw from Flinrin. As that same blue ray shoots out at you.
Wisdom?
Constitution this time.
Constitution, great. A lot better at that. By just a little bit. There we go. Dang it, it rolled off the stupid thing. It was 19 for me.
Gotta keep it in the box. Oh, you're
There we
good.
go. Okay, that's fine.
Then another one, a yellow ray shoots out and hits you as well. Give me this one is a wisdom again.
Dang it. Where'd my dice go? There it is. Yay! 5.
Linrin slumps to the ground, and you hear gentle snoring coming from him.
Don't look into the light.
Great, wonderful.
What are you doing?
Good night, guys.
Can I lightning bolt this guy, or am I going to hit my friends?
You could probably move an angle of lightning bolt, sure.
No, wake me
And-
up, man. I don't know.
Or I could wake up you. What do you want?
I'm
What's
asleep. I
your
can't say.
mentality?
Could do both with a lightning bolt.
Okay, then I cast lightning bolt at it. DC 17, dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Dexterity, huh? 19. He's gonna take half.
Ah, dang it.
For a year. Like you.
Half of 27.
All right.
And then I'll run over and I'll shake Flinrin and I'll say, "Wake up, me boy, wake up!"
All right. So your bonus action, you just slap him.
Ah! I fell asleep. I'm sorry. I got really tired. I was thinking about crumpets.
Linrin, you wake up. You're laying on the ground, and Sahim, the gnome, is kind of looking over you, shaking you.
Is it my turn?
It is.
I whistle a tune and cast Fairy Fire on the thing.
Okay. And he's got to make a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a dexterity save of 16.
All right, you totally light him up. He is glowing even more than he was before.
All right, you guys have got advantage on attacking him. And then I am going to that's all I can do. I'll stand up, but I'll stay near Sahim.
Okay. Perfect. Lucky, what do you do?
Lucky is going to stab and do rogue things now. So is this at advantage or is it at regular?
It is advantage.
Because I'm not trying to look. So is it at regular now? Is that the ruling?
No, you can roll with advantage.
I will do that. Oops, there's a 19. Let me do the advantage part of it. Okay, so 19 for a whopping 4 sneak attack, 18, 22, and follow that up with a dagger. 11.
Not necessary.
Not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, you sink into it with your sword, and you find something meaty underneath the glowing light, piercing it, and then it just kind of like deflates. And then I think I'm going to need a saving throw.
Did you know that on Fantasy Grounds, our tabletop tool of choice, that you can hit the advantage button and it will roll the advantage for you?
Just figured that out.
I did, but I accidentally clicked the thing first while I was still arguing, and when the time I let go, it rolled. So suck it.
Dexterity of save DC 14, Cody. As this thing
Dex?
explodes.
Is that a dex save?
That is a dex save.
Exploding.
I have a +7 to that save. Please don't fail. Son of a bitch!
Really?
You're gonna take half damage.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's not that much.
12 points.
That's not
Oh.
that much. So 6 damage. That's
And the
I'm
rune
fine.
for magic goes out.
I told you from the beginning we should have just put gold coin on this one. I'm sorry to be yelling.
Once again, you hear that voice kind of in a lecturing tone. Magic, another tool, a great tool as it may be, is still just a tool, flows through our veins, but is not a true measure of the power that we possess.
I believe that the
Can we take a
What
short
is a
rest?
true measure of the power?
Okay, so does Lucky remember that Sahim has this potion on him?
I don't think I've ever. No, I mentioned it when
I thought we
floating
talked
around
about
the tavern.
Yeah, so they have idea. Because I also do not want to be crushed by thousands of gold coins. Or have all my gold eaten by gold mites.
Is gold even worth anything on this planet?
Who knows? He's like getting frustrated at this point, not being able to pick out the answer on this. And so he's going to be like, Sahim, perhaps you could drink potion, travel through terrifying sword barrier, okie dokie, no problem, and tell us what is on other side.
You know, that might work, but I still think that's cheating.
Is it cheating? They
I
sent
think
us
that-
here with potion.
I mean, it's true. I think the greatest power lies in ourselves. So maybe our wits are the true answer.
They tried knowledge. Maybe it was translation issue.
My accent, it's so thick. They don't understand.
Knowledge.
Well, it's not love, it's not power, it's not friendship, it's not knowledge, it's not might, it's not wealth, it's not sword. What else does a true power come from but within?
Courage!
I feel like that has something to do with the Wizard of BUDZ.
They have not heard of such wizard.
This is a great story. Lions and tigers and tentacles, oh my.
What kind of Wizard of Oz is? Never mind.
BUDZ. It's not Oz. I put both hands on the top of my head and kind of start pacing back and forth, trying to think of what the answer is.
I think we just need to face all of the powers, and then they'll tell us, oh, we were the right the whole time, or something like that.
They are
All
a bit
right.
pretentious.
Are you all feeling well enough to do this?
You were not prepared.
Perhaps one moment. Waiting just one moment. And give me just a second. I want to grab a deck of cards.
I think I have a potion of invulnerability or something, I believe. I think. Maybe.
Cody grabbed a deck of cards. He's back now.
You do not think that they would fall for such foolery, I assume. But perhaps they would. I'm
your
gonna
magic item.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab out my deck of illusions and just try to throw
right.
something else out here. That 10 of clubs, and I will figure out what that does here in a second as I throw it on the ground.
Oh boy.
While he's doing that, can I look at the wand that got hit and see what happened to it?
It seems fine now.
Okay.
Wait, your last spell you cast, you noticed that it didn't really do what it was supposed to, but it seems okay now.
Okay.
The 10 of clubs produces a hill giant.
Oh, jeez.
So what did you
Yeah, buddy! That's on our side, right?
Yeah, it's an illusion.
Oh. Well,
They present you the Great Wizard of BUDZ.
I mock bow.
I also bow.
Okay, now go press the button, the rune.
I kick it.
I'm gonna step back.
By the laws of Draconis, wealth is it requires the greatest power of all to keep and maintain. All will seek it. That is why wealth is the most powerful. By
God
kingdom,
damn it! Kidding me?
swords and magic alike.
They've said that all three are the true power, though. Each time we've picked one, it's been like, I'm the true
David's just
power.
been
I'm the
sitting
true
over
power.
here like these fucking idiots fighting these damn swords and trying to pass through these
Oh
walls.
my god! I'm so mad right now.
With both the other two, it called them tools. It didn't say they were necessarily power.
So I wanted to hit the coin first, you jackass.
It was Jacob's fault. It was that little hobbit singing
I'm
bastard.
gonna do what I wanted to do the
Hilly-word
first time,
hating,
and I'm gonna push a coin
mean
onto
tweeter.
the thing.
Stop it, singing back.
There's a flash of light. You guys find yourself back in the court of worms.
Oh my god!
It is the
Damn you all!
bonus. It's what dragons consider true power.
That makes
Oh
sense.
my god.
Hindsight.
I'm going to, in the brief moment of silence before, as we're flashed, I'm just gonna quickly look at them and be like, "I told you so," and then
told you
stand
so.
defiantly.
I'm just like, I didn't know.
You hear like a snort of derision coming from the keeper's side of the chamber, and as you guys reappear once again, you hear the thumping of dragonborn and kobold feet and slapping of hands as they applaud your return for as you defeat the second trial.
Haha, yay, we did it.
Well done, mortals. You have faced 2 trials of Draconis and succeeded. A little worse for the wear, I see. Would you like a rest before you proceed to the
That
last?
sounds good. Yeah, I think a rest would be
That
quite
sounds
nice.
quite lovely.
One moment, please. Group huddle.
Friendship hug.
I get into the huddle, not happy about getting into the huddle.
Flinrin is like all the way like.
They have perhaps sneaking suspicion that if the first Arakokra bird people are trying to attack us, perhaps sleeping here before publicly finishing this trial, not a good idea.
I was thinking it was a short rest and we just kind of bandage our wounds and take 5.
I gotta stay away. Perhaps we could take maybe an hour or so to rest.
Precisely 1 hour.
But we will stay here where everyone can see us. You know, just we don't want to go anywhere. This just a short. We have what we call intermission. That's where I come from.
But if you wanted to take a longer
You're
rest,
such a donkus.
I'm sure Briella we're under her protection. She's not going to let anything happen to us.
Let is such a strong word, my friend.
We can offer you refreshment if you wish while you catch your breath.
Oh,
Yes,
I'd love
please.
that. Yes, please.
So with that,
How is Big Bad Evil Guy looking? Is he looking less impressed as time goes on?
Pissed. He looks really pissed and annoyed. more than anything.
I toss him yet another wink.
You hear a whisper in your ear, and you don't think anyone else hears it.
He's gonna crown note you again.
Be under the protection of the oath maker, and Briella, the Empress cannot watch you forever. It's kind of like, and it fades away.
I strike a sexy pose and be like, "But you can watch me forever now, can't you?"
Ooh.
Bitch.
So
I don't add the bitch part. That's just me.
So you can take your short rest, recover whatever you want to recover.
Before you guys recover, I'm gonna play a little tune, and you guys get 6 hit points for Song of Rest.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tia, you were down like 12.
I had 10 temporary hit points as well, though.
Oh yeah, that was after those.
Oh, that was after those? Okay. I have a total of 51 hit points, so while I'm a little battered, I still feel pretty confident about being able to move forward.
Okay, do you want to expend any hit dice?
I'm expending one.
Yes, I will. And 1 hit dice as well, please.
And
I'm gonna expend a hit dice, Dave.
and that will get you back 9. So now you're only down 4 or 3.
Yes.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
And the rest of you can expend whatever you want. And then we will proceed. The final trial is the trial of life. And the Empress stands up and points her staff with that one eye that kind of looks around at the 4 of you. And once again, you're awash in a flash of light. And that is where we will end this.
Oh, damn it!
The trial of life we will finish with next week.
Hell of a game, guys. Hell of a game. That was awesome.
We should have just touched the fucking coin to the goddamn thing. It's always the answer is always money. Money is always the answer. It worked with the birds. It worked with this guy. When we go into the 3rd trial, if it has anything to do with fucking money, you're spending some goddamn gold.
I believe you now. I believe you now. I thought it was cheating.
I thought it was fun to love.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking mad.
I feel like I pressured you guys into that too. I'm just like, no, the money, we should obviously go for the sword because we're gonna have to fight one of the 3. We'll pick the one that we're good at.
The logic there was really good, actually, and the quick thinking on the fly spell at the beginning of the episode too. That was
That's
nice.
awesome.
That's true. That's true. Oh my god, I love this game so much. David, well done. Well done. All right,
Yay,
so
good
guys,
Yay, Dave.
we're gonna give some love over to them sponsors, man, because they give that tree fitty, and we need that tree fitty, and it helps us out here at the show, guys. So huge shout out to our sponsors, Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. They have been with us since day 1. We love using Fantasy Grounds. It's always fun every season to watch new people learn it at the beginning and kind of become proficient with it by the end of it. So we love Fantasy Grounds. They're available on Steam. Go check out their bundles. Go check out their the new Dragon Heist over there for Fantasy Grounds. Typically they have Steam fall sales, so just want to probably keep an eye out for that. Also, Dungeon Painter Studio. All the maps that you guys see here on the show, though we didn't really see one tonight, are built in Dungeon Painter Studio by pyromancers.com. $14.99 over on Steam. Go nuts, make infinite maps. It's fantastic, especially when you look at map packs for like $6-7 a pop. This is $15.
There's also a bunch of
you
like,
want.
free downloads that you can do.
Yep, absolutely.
As well.
And then also, guys, down in the description box, there is a link to a brand new Kickstarter from Norse Foundry for I think they're calling them cartography cards or something like that, right?
Yes, there are cartography cards. Atmar's cartography cards.
Yeah, so guys, go check them out. They've already funded, so help them reach some stretch goals. Looks like a pretty interesting little product, and show the sponsor some love. It's a great way to support the show, and it matters to us, so we really appreciate that. That's it. That's all I got. So you guys got anything you wanna tag in here real quick?
No.
You bastard.
I'm at GexCon this weekend in Dulles, Washington, and you can come and visit me. And I'm going to be on a D&D panel with Grant Ellis and Eric Menge, who is one of my personal fucking heroes because he worked on Menzo Branson, City of Intrigue, the 4th edition book, and I am hyped for that.
Good book.
But if you're in the area, come on by. Tickets are only like $35, I think. So it's a steal, and it's a great event.
Dope.
Perfect. Go hit up Tia out there, and we're having words, Jacob. We're having words after this, buddy.
What? I gotta go.
Guys, we love your faces. We will see you next week. Take care.
Stay nerdy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.